Hey, this is Tanel Vashon Allen. How do I look? Absolutely crazy. I'm going from a blonde to a redhead, and I thought the purple lipstick would look great with the red hair. Once I do the overall look, I know it's going to look great. It's going to be a darker purple with an ombre red. So I wanted to share a little bit about how I'm feeling. In 2016, the Holy Spirit told me New York and broadcasting. I finally made the leap 2019 to move to New York to do broadcasting. How do I feel? I feel a complex of different emotions where I am fully trusting God. This is my last night at the Red Roof Inn. God told me some very specific stuff, and I was kind of disappointed that the bottom fell out of this apartment I was looking forward to getting, but I know that all things work together for the good of those who love God and are called for his purpose. So I'm not gonna, dwell on that. I know God has me in his hand. I found a wonderful Airbnb for the month while I continue looking for an apartment. I'm just chronologically sharing my journey of trusting God and moving to New York. I got these rabbits on my head because I got short hair, so I gotta lay it down. I'm sure it's gonna look cute tomorrow, but I'm not sitting on the dryer, so that's why I'm looking crazy. My concerns, being an African American woman going into the field of broadcasting to be a television personality, is I'm round, brown, thick in the thighs and easy on the eyes, and within itself I really understand the plight that Lonnie Love faces, being a dark-skinned woman, a full-figure woman going into the media industry, because we have been conditioned to think that beauty has to look a certain way or has to be a certain way. So that's some of the stereotypical images that I'm fighting to get past. And I know I probably picked the worst time to do this video while I look crazy, but for me it's about making sure that I document the journey I'm on. I'm sure years from now, when I get my Emmy for daytime talk, we'll flash a clip of this up there and I'll be looking crazy. Anyway, I know what God has for me. It is for me, so I'm trusting God. I was talking today like, God, how long do I have to ride the struggle bus? Well, you have to ride the struggle bus until, God says your season is up, or until you choose to get off of it. And I know right now I'm just in between blessings that God brought me here. He's going to provide for me. He's going to take care of me. I know that everything is going to work out. I may be in transition, but just because I'm in transition, that doesn't mean that God isn't with me through the thick of it. So I'm on a journey of self-discovery to change my legacy, my family's social location, and to be all that God has called. My goal is that I won't get caught up in the hype or lose my identity or who or what God has called me to do. There's a couple of television networks that I'm working on applying for jobs through, and I know that's going to go well. I'm also applying at the Board of Education, applying for some radio stations. I just want to do what God has called me to do and work in my purpose. Also some jobs working in the field of social work with foster kids, and those are things I'm familiar with. But I did not come to New York to play it small. I did not leave my family or the land of familiar to come to New York to play. I know God told me, daughter, I'm sending you to take the land by storm. And when God gives you a prophetic decree, regardless of how you feel or what the situation looks like, you have to move on faith. And my grandmother preached a sermon from Joshua 1:9. She kind of started at the end of Deuteronomy, the last chapter. And it was talking about how, don't let this word of law depart from your mouth, and everywhere the sole of your foot touches, I have given you the land, and everywhere the sole of my foot touches is blessed. And I know that God has told me to be courageous and to be strong and be courageous. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I'm just praying God's divine covering around my life, that favor will overtake me, and that God would supernaturally propel me through some doors that were once closed to me. And I know that the favor of God is going to overtake me. I'm praying my sister have a safe journey back. So excited she came to spend the week with me. We've been out a little bit in the city of New York, but you know, we stayed in Jersey, so it was only so much we can get out and about to do without spending an arm on somebody else's leg and toe. So we're looking excited about me moving into the Airbnb for 1 month. And I don't know what God is going to do, but I'm trusting God to do something great. So y'all pray for this new redhead as she take the land by storm. Okay, good night.